Africa is rising. From the early morning light over North Africa's cities to the busy streets of West Africa, from the fast-growing urban centres of East Africa to the deep infrastructure projects in Southern and Central Africa, construction is shaping the story of the continent. Everywhere you look, something is being built. Homes, schools, hospitals, roads, bridges, railways, ports, airports, offices, factories. These structures are more than concrete and steel. They are symbols of hope. They are signs of progress. They represent Africa's determination to grow, to connect, and to provide a better life for its people. Across the continent, construction takes many forms. In some regions, the focus is on housing for rapidly growing populations. In others, it is commercial buildings that support business and trade. Massive infrastructure projects link countries and communities through roads, bridges, and railways. Industrial construction supports manufacturing, energy, and mining, while public construction delivers schools, hospitals, and government facilities. Each project has a purpose. Each one touches lives. Each one carries a responsibility that cannot be ignored. Africa is also stepping into a new era of construction. New technologies and innovations are slowly changing how buildings and infrastructure are designed and delivered. Digital planning tools, modern machinery, improved materials, green building methods, and smarter construction processes are becoming more common. In some countries, progress is fast and visible. In others, it is slower, held back by limited resources, lack of training, or weak systems. Technology is opening doors, but technology alone is not enough. Real progress depends on people, on systems, and on trust. Yet, alongside this growth, there is a painful truth that Africa must confront. The construction sector has also witnessed deep tragedies. Over the years, buildings have collapsed without warning. Bridges have failed under normal use. Roads have washed away after the first heavy rains. Schools, homes, and markets have fallen. Sometimes, while full of people, lives have been lost. Families have been destroyed. Communities have been left asking questions that come too late. These moments are heartbreaking, and they leave scars that last for generations. These tragedies are not acts of nature. They are not unavoidable accidents. In many cases, they are the result of human failure, substandard materials that should never have been used. Poor workmanship caused by lack of skills or careless execution, shortcuts taken to reduce costs and increase profit, weak inspections that fail to catch dangerous flaws, corruption, where officials responsible for enforcing laws and regulations choose personal gain over public safety. When these things happen, buildings become unsafe, infrastructure becomes fragile, and people's lives are placed at risk. When a contractor cuts corners, it is not only the public that suffers. Construction workers themselves are exposed to danger every day. Men and women working on these sites trust that the materials are safe and the designs are sound. When shortcuts are taken, those workers are put in harm's way. When officials look the other way, they are not just breaking rules. They are gambling with human lives. This brings us to a big and important question. Can these tragedies be prevented? The answer is yes, they can be prevented. And one of the strongest tools to do so is traceability. Traceability means knowing where construction materials come from, who made them, how they were transported, and whether they meet required quality standards. It means being able to track materials from the point of production or import all the way to the construction site. When materials are traceable, fake and substandard products are easier to detect. Accountability becomes possible. Safety becomes a priority, not an afterthought. But traceability must be supported by a strong policy culture, a culture where integrity matters, where officials do their jobs honestly, where inspectors refuse bribes, where regulations are enforced without fear or favour. Leaders and public servants must understand that their decisions affect real people. A single signature can approve a safe building or allow a dangerous one to stand. Integrity in policy and enforcement is not optional, it is essential. There is also a clear need for strong quality standards. Organisations across Africa. These organisations play a critical role in ensuring that materials produced locally or imported from abroad meet acceptable safety and quality requirements. Without strong standards, markets are flooded with cheap, unsafe products. With strong standards, quality improves, confidence grows, and lives are protected. Governments must support these organisations, give them authority, and respect their findings. African governments, especially ministries responsible for construction and infrastructure, must also embrace collaboration. They should work closely with GS1 local member organisations to help adopt global traceability standards. These standards improve transparency across supply chains, reduce fraud, and strengthen accountability. They help ensure that what goes into a building is known, verified, and safe. Traceability is not just about technology, it is about responsibility. It is about protecting workers, families, and entire communities. Africa will continue to build, cities will grow, infrastructure will expand. The question is not whether construction will happen, the question is how it will happen. Will it be done with shortcuts or with standards? With corruption or with integrity? With risk or with responsibility? A safer construction sector is possible. Fewer tragedies are possible. A future where buildings stand strong and protect lives is possible. But it begins with choices. When Africa builds the right way, it does more than create structures. It builds trust, it builds dignity, and it builds a future that can truly stand the test of time.